you doing out there? This the Smell Test podcast. Basically, this show is to talk about all the different kind of stuff going out there and trying to make sense of it. Mostly we're going to talk about America, but something happens over in China or Iraq or Russia, what have you. Then we could talk about that too. But mainly, we're going to probably focus on the Americas and just kind of the stuff that's happening here. So, like, the whole point of this is to make sure that people ain't just like blindly believing everything that they hear. You know what I mean? No disrespect for like the people who can't see it here, but like it like really irritate ain't the right word, but like it's disappointing to me when people just get easily manipulated or misled by the stuff that's going on there. So we're gonna look at all the stuff that's said by like politicians and scientists and celebrities, what have you, and really see if what we think that they're talking about makes sense and basically passes the smell test, right? So like, I don't trust the media because they're basically like a 30-pound, 30-liter, 30-pound, whatever bag you call it, of, hefty shinola, if you know what I'm talking about. So I don't really trust them, and I don't think they tell people the truth. So I think it's important that we kind of break that stuff down and look at it and decide if it's something that people should believe in. And I think the only way to do that is to discuss and talk about it and see where we stand, and everybody kind of come to a tear it apart. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was a kid, we wanted to learn about how something worked. We tore the figured thing apart, and we found out how it worked, right? And so, like, that's kind of what you have to do with news and stuff today to make sure it's not just sort of invented, you know what I mean? And it's not just false. So, and I don't like it when adults fall for it. And even worse is like the kids nowadays are exposed to that stuff and they don't grow up learning to think for themselves. They end up, thinking how people tell them to think, you know what I mean? And that's like, you're a sheep or whatever have you. And so I want to make sure people are understanding what's going on and really talk about stuff, because sometimes you get to where you're like, hermited or whatever, and you kind of stick in your house or your apartment or, what have you, and, talk to people about what's going on. And so you kind of get easily kind of taken advantage of. And so I want people to have a chance to talk about stuff and kind of work through it. And, I ain't the most articulate person, but I'm like, I think for myself, and I don't like follow any certain like politicianal people, you know what I mean? So, and and I look at, when scientists say stuff, and I can tell you if I think it's, garbage science or crap science, what have you. So that's basically the idea of what we're gonna do. A little about me. People, my family and familiars, they call me Whiff, and that's because I got this big, beautiful, soft, like marshmallow sniffer between my cheeks, and I got 4 sisters, 2 older, 2 younger, and 2 dogs, 2 big, beautiful dogs, German Shepherd dogs. One's Cannoli, the other's Rocky, and they're both about 5 years old now. They were born on Christmas Eve, so their birthdays is coming up pretty soon, and I love like Christmas and all that stuff like that. It's pretty good for me. You might be able to tell, but maybe not. I smoke cigars, and I like, cognac and rum and Machino, but that's a little harder to get. You have to really make that, and it can be really screwed up. Limoncello is good put too, and but you got to find the right people to make it. But when I'm smoking cigars, I'm not doing it right now. Right now, I'm drinking believe it or not, a Dr. Pepper. But anyways, that's a little off about me. Probably enough to get started. I'm not really anything special, and I don't want to be. I don't like it when people, lick up my dirty road. It doesn't really, you know what I'm saying? By that, I hope. But I don't really like that. I'm not really one of those people who needs that or whatever. And I don't, I don't let people tell me how to talk. And I don't like this, what they call it, cancel culture stuff. I think it's, to be blunt, it's stupid. So I don't prescribe to that. And, my vocabulary is just what it is, right? I mean, I'm not trying to change for nobody, and I don't think anybody should change for anybody. The way you talk is different from the way you think. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to have the best words to have good intentions. You know what I'm saying? And so I talk the way I talk, and I ain't gonna change for nobody. And if you don't like my vocabulary, that's kind of a you problem. You know what I mean? So hope that makes sense to you. I really want I should give you an example of like vocabulary, for example, for the motto or whatever for this show is like the clear and the queer of today's top topics. That's what we came up with. And, people can, be mad, for example, with the word like queer, right? But I don't mean it offensively towards people or whatever, right? So like I think only people who are looking to make trouble find that offensive, because if you have any kind of concept of a vocabulary, you understand that queer is a really old word that means like odd or weird, unusual. And I don't mean it as an offensive towards like any person who's gay or lesbian or homosexual or whatever. As a matter of fact, I think it's queer that they've attached that to homosexuals and really like prejudiced because of that. But I'm not going to tell you not to use the word, but like why you would identify a word like that with homosexuals is almost insulting out of the gate. Like, why would you want to be either acknowledged as being odd or acknowledge someone as odd? It's just, to me, that's more offensive than anything else, but I'm not going to tell you what words to use. That's up to you. I don't give a crap what you use. That's up to you. But I would like to say and ask, though, encourage you. Oh, drop something. Sorry. I would like to, encourage you to not use crap language when you're like talking on the show here with me. Because this show is meant for adults to talk, but we're going to get kids coming in here. Youngsters are going to find their way in here because that's just like the way it is. If you tell like a kid not to do something, they're going to do the exact opposite, right? So that's what I did. I probably you're the same way. If you're a kid, you listen, look, don't use no stupid language. You're better than that. You can find better words to use than, garbage out there. You can use fig instead of the F word of, shinola. I use shinola a lot. I really do. That's like one of my favorite words. Shinola. Instead of the S word. You know what I'm saying? So don't, just try not to use a lot of garbage language and junk language over here, because there ain't much of a point to it, Try to keep it clean so if kids come in here, you're not furthering kind of implanting that kind of, mindset or what have you into them. They can, be an example of for them to encourage them to think for themselves and to really, analyze stuff and think about it and come to conclusions and try and do it, with, a clear brain so that every word out of the mouth isn't something, nasty. It's just not necessary in the world anymore. I got enough nasty stuff. We don't need to encourage people to sound ignorant, what have you. So I'm about to be with you here. It looks like twice a day, Mondays to Fridays, once in the morning and around, break time, 10 or 11 a.m., and then in the evenings, 6 or 7. I'm not going to be doing these full hour shows or whatever. Probably be maybe 15, 20, 30 minutes, whatever it is. I don't know. I'm not going to guarantee one way or another. I don't want to, I don't want to, basically falsify what I'm telling you about how long the program's going to be. It's just going to be what it is, right? But I'm back east, so if you want to, if you're listening in California or Hawaii, excuse me, whatever, you're probably going to hear this super early in the morning and early afternoons or whatever, but hopefully you'll still find it helpful and enjoyable. And what else should you know? I think that's pretty much it. I don't think you need to hear a lot more right now. We can always talk about stuff. If you want to leave comments below, oh yeah, I guess I should say that. You want to leave comments and stuff below, feel free to do that. I don't know what you're listening to this on, the YouTube thing or the what's the thing called? iTunes, right? iTunes or Google, whatever, what have you. But feel free to leave your comments below and I'll take a look at them. Or somebody here will, and we'll kind of get them set up and we'll share them on the show, what have you. If you want to leave a phone message, you could call the show hotline, and that number is 505-585-0500. 505-585-0500. Yeah, that's right. So you can call that, and it's kind of a good number. So you can leave your message there if you want to interact with us and whatever here. You can also call the show during the live shows. Call that number and get on the air and talk to me and whatever. And, you'll see posts for live shows and stuff probably when we're going live. I don't know how they're working that out, but anyway, that's it for now. Oh, and tell your gals and pals and everybody out there about the program here, and like and share and subscribe and all that delicious stuff. And tell me what your favorite cigar is in the comments. Are you a cigar smoker? Are you a drinker? What's your favorite after dinner drink? How do you kind of wine after the day? What do you do for the weekends to keep yourself busy? Kind of tell me kind of a little bit about you, because I'd like to know who the folks are out there. And we could talk, and we'll pick it up next time. So appreciate you listening, and you'll be safe and healthy out there, and God bless you. All right, I'll talk to you guys all later, right? music. And they, what's that supposed to be? I tell you right now, man, that is not like, that almost sounds like it's Jewish music. Well, that's not something I heard a lot growing up. I don't know. Where you got that, man, but you might want to pick something else. That's